I'm a huge Gary Vee fan. He's a social media entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He is a really popular keynote speaker in the IT business world, and I get a lot of my motivation through doing my videos through him. And he's just got this huge personality, and I love his drive to be a successful businessman and a successful person. So I get a lot of motivation from him in doing these videos. So just a quick rundown as to what I do. I do astrology readings through the birth chart system, which is a Chinese system. It's very similar to a Western system, and what I do is I get the birth date and time of the subject, and I plot that data into a 12 palace birth chart system. So the 12 palaces include your destiny, your travel luck, your money luck. Your destiny is more like your life luck, your life journey, and what makes you happy, what brings in the money, all those sorts of things. So I've always been very interested in the mental strength of a person. It's one of those key areas in the astrology systems to look at. You have to look at the destiny, how strong their soul is, how strong is their actions. Some people talk all day and they don't do anything about it. How strong their mind is, which is in the happiness court. So these are the main areas that I'm going to look at in Gary Vee. I won't really talk about anything else, but it's a really good tool, the astrology system, just to get to know Gary Vee and how his mind works. He gives a lot of free nuggets away, but why does he do it, and why is he so successful in what he does? I'll explain a bit about it in this video. I'll just map out his destiny, and the first thing that when you're mapping out the birth chart is that the destiny house, which gives you the overall luck of a person, is one of the most important houses to look at, and that's what I'm going to look at today. His destiny house, his overall luck, how he is as a person, and then his travel luck. So we'll go through here, his destiny, and the travel house is always opposite to the destiny court. So with his destiny house, he's got one major star. The one major star is the accountant star. So the accountant star is at 11.6. So they're to judge the quality of a star. It ranges from 1 to 6, and depending on who reads it, sometimes it goes up to 7. So the first quality, all the way to this is the brightness of the star, basically. So the brighter the star is, the more likely it'll bring more luck, and it brings the best quality of that star. Level 6 is that it brings some bad qualities of the star. It enhances the bad quality, but so the good stuff is still there. But this has to do with, similar to diamonds, the clarity level of the quality of the star. So that's the best way to describe it. So if the diamond is super clear, it's super bright, it looks beautiful, people just want it more, people just want to buy that diamond. But if the clarity level of the diamond is not as good, then obviously it's cheaper and all that sort of thing. So I think that's the best way to describe it. So accountant star is actually one of the 14 major stars in the Chinese astrology system. Okay, sorry, I just got cut out there before. Someone tried calling my phone. So his destiny house has the accountant star. The accountant star has very good luck in finance. They're very good at the collection of data and using it to their advantage. So they're very good at money. He's very quick in his mind when it comes to calculating money and what works best for him. So quick point, finance, collection of data, and if you think about accountants, they usually sit in their little corner, they're very quiet in the office. So the inner world of Gary is that he is actually quite natured. So when he goes home, he's everyday family man. He's not the persona that he puts out on Gary Vee is a lot more bigger than his inside world. He's actually very grounded in the way he works internally, and he really thinks about the processes that he does. And then we look at the travel house. With the travel house, you've got the Vault Star, which is another wealth star. So the wealth star, it represents the Vault Star is actually very conservative. Yet again, similar to the accountant star, they work very, very hard in what they do, and since it's in his action, he would rather action it rather than talking about it. So it's a very good combination because an accountant is very good at analysing what's happening around them, and then going through the travel court, his talent is actually making things happen, working hard himself. So you give him anything, he will probably be able to analyse it and learn how to use the product or give that service very, very quickly. And I did mention the brightness level of stars. So it's all 6. So his level of brightness in his stars is actually 6 levels. So he's not he's not actually as blessed as you think. He's level 6 is actually on the lower end of the scale. So it's not people who say, for example, who have the same combination but with a level 1 brightness, they will probably do things a lot more quicker than him. But he's still pretty quick actually because of the killer star. The killer star, they move very quick, they're very aggressive in what they do, and they just go for it. There's less talk than and he always talks about, he just does instead of talking. The first 30 years of his life, he remained pretty quiet until starting VaynerMedia. So it really matches up with what he says. He's super humble actually because of the accountant star, and he does work super hard, and with the killer star he moves very, very quickly. So if you're around him, and he's actually very patient because of the accountants actually, their mind is very clear and methodical and logical, but then because of his actions having the killer star, it's sort of like going to war. The best way to describe is that the killer star, the story behind the killer star is that it is the first general in the army back in, so if you ever watched an old style Chinese fighting type of movie, they usually have first general going out to actually battle for the emperor, and it's the most trusted general. It's also very aggressive. It's the first in command, and he's very, very driven in what he does. So with these two combined, and because the travel house and the destiny court does mirror off each other, it's a really, really strong combination.
Yeah. Is it the rhyme? Is it the dime that's got things crawling up my spine? I don't know why, it's just me, I'm lost in time, and my visions lock me on a sign, and I can't deny the feds. Don't be so benign, don't you say I'm fine, don't you tell me that I've lost my mind, cause the world is looking up and it's you who's crying. This a plea for the mass to see. Turn off the volume please and let me be. We got clowns getting beat with the